What is up, family? What is up? Monique Marie Bradford here again, back to help stay-at-home moms and or working moms who are working a 9 to 5 and you want to create either additional income or you want to replace the income that you're earning at your job and be at home with your babies. Okay, so I'm here again to drop some jewels. I'm going to be going over day 4 of our Freedom Formula Sprint. Um, because the weekend passed, I did not do any work on the weekend, so I might go live 3 times today. So this will be the first time, day 4, which we're going to be talking about your ideal customer clarity. So getting clear on who your ideal customer is. Also, if you guys want to get straight into it and you want to dive in and start making, start earning an income right away from home, then go to my website, recipe2profits.com, and just get started with the Freedom Formula Blueprint. Okay, if you're tired of learning and you're like, look, I see your lives, I already know this is what I want to do, go there, get started. You'll get an email with the Freedom Formula Blueprint to show you exactly how moms are creating an income from home in just a 2-hour workday. So if you are a busy stay-at-home mom, or if you are a busy working mom who's ready to get that additional income right away or replace that income right away to be home with your babies, just go ahead and grab that now. Okay, then it'll also teach you about our launch pad to get you launched and ready to start earning online. Okay, so you're going to get your done for you digital product, you're going to get your done for you marketing system, you're going to plug it in, you're going to go through the training and get into it though. And if you are joining me live, make sure to say hello because I love to shout you out. But let's jump right into it. Let's get into the goods. Okay, so here's the thing you need to know about your ideal customer clarity. Success will be very hard, extremely hard, if clarity of your ideal customer is not done. Okay? Because guess what? If you talk to everyone, you convert no one, right? And we don't want to be putting in a bunch of work, creating content and doing all this stuff, and we're not converting anybody, right? Which means it's not leading to a sale, which means it's not increasing your income. You're not able to replace your income. So we want to make sure that we're doing things the right way so that we actually convert with our content, okay? So here is the shift. And this is also for those who may be in, you may have your own digital products, you're already, have an online business set up, or you're in network marketing and you need to know who it is you're talking to, right? So here's the shift you want to go from. You want to go from what do I want to sell to who am I actually here to serve? Right? Who am I actually here to serve? And let's talk about how we can do that. Okay, so you want to define who is the person I'm speaking to. Who is the person I'm speaking to? Okay, for me, I am speaking to those stay-at-home moms because I know what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom and want to increase your income. You want to be at home, but you want to make money, right? Because the day and age we're living in right now, it can be done, right? Or you may have been a working woman, right? And then now you've had the baby and you want to put your all into being at home with your baby, but you still want to make that money. You still want to have that check coming in so that you can do the things that you want to do, whether it's contributing to your household because your husband is out being the breadwinner, or you want to have the money for yourself to buy whatever cute stuff you want for the kids, to buy the extracurricular stuff, to buy the stuff you want to buy. So I'm speaking to those moms who are stay-at-home moms, or those moms, because I know what it's like to be that working mom too, who's like, look, I can't stand that I can't do all the things I want to do with my children because I have to ask for time off. I have to, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I want to homeschool. I homeschooled, right? While working a 9 to 5. I know what that feels like. You want to pour more into your family, so you want to replace that income and earn that income from home, right? It broke your heart to go back to work after that 6 weeks of recovery after having your baby, and you're like, dang, I just wish I could still be home with my baby, because it breaks your heart to leave every day but still earn an income, right? Or you want to add additional income to your household as a working mom, but you don't want to get a second job because you're already spending a time at a full-time job, and you're already spending enough time away from your kids and your family, and now you won't have to get a second job to make ends meet. So I'm that's who I speak to, those moms, those stay-at-home moms, those working moms who want to create additional income without getting that second job, or they want to replace that income that they're getting at their 9 to 5 so that they can be at home full time with their family. Okay, and I'm passionate about that because I've been that woman, right? So you want to go, you want to know what stage are they in. So let's repeat first. For you want to define who is the person you're speaking to, right? What stage are they in, right, in their life? So for me, the stage that the women that I'm speaking to, they're frustrated, right? They're at home, they're busy, they're busy. They're a busy stay-at-home mom. They've got a lot going on. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they're taking care of the baby, they're taking care of the husband. They're busy, okay? Or they're a working mom who's already busy. It's enough you're going to that 9 to 5, right? You're busy there. Then you have to come home. Maybe you're the cook. I'm the cook. In my home, you're cooking, you have to buy the groceries, you have to take maybe the children to baseball games, football games, ballet, karate, whatever it is. Like, there's all these kind of activities. They're busy, they're frustrated, they just want more time. They want the income, yes, but they also want more time to do the things they want to do with the ones that are most important to them, right? So what stage are they in? That's the stage of the people that I talk to. What stage are your ideal customer? What stage are they in, right? Are they frustrated with right now? What are they frustrated with right now? So like I said, mine are, they're frustrated with not being able to take time off when they want to. They're frustrated with not having the time to spend with their family. They're frustrated maybe not earning enough money at their 9 to 5, and they don't want to have a second job, or they have a second job and they're like, look, I need to replace this, like this is too much for me, right? So those are the things that my ideal customer with are dealing with. Maybe if you have a health product or something like that, you're in the health industry or whatever. Maybe your ideal client is frustrated because they're trying to lose weight. Like, they're frustrated with not being able to fit their clothes, or not. For me, I know what it's like to not to go into. I remember in my 20s and be like, I know my size. I'm a small. I'm a small, so I'm just gonna grab a small of everything, take it home, and I know I'll be able to put it on, right? But I know what it also feels like to go in there and like try on so many different pairs of pants, because you're like, I can't believe I've made it up to this size, right? To another size that's not a small, and you're just everything's uncomfortable. You have to make sure you have the right shirts that doesn't show the rolls, and it's like it's a game. So maybe if you work in the weight loss industry, then that is something that your ideal client could be frustrated with, right? So let's see what else. So here's another thing you want to define. What have they, right? What have they tried already? So for my ideal clients, a lot of them have tried maybe getting that second job, and it was just too much. I know back in the day, I was working full time, and then I was a mom, and I was just like, I needed additional income, and I went and got a second job, and I was like, this ain't for me. I can't do this. I cannot do this. So I just quit that job, right? Or maybe they are what they've already tried. For my ideal client, you've already tried network marketing and you don't like that, right? You've already tried making money offline, or you've done the network marketing and you've tried making the list of 100 people and calling all those people and bothering your friends and family, and things that are just like, I don't like it. I don't want to do all this, right? I've tried product based businesses to where you have to ship items out. That was me. I've done that before, and I learned very quickly, shipping is not for me. Right? I learned very quickly, you know what, this is not the business for me because I wasn't reliable. Like I didn't feel like shipping. I didn't want to go out to the post office all the time. It was just a lot for me to do all of that. Right? So what has your ideal client already tried? Right? If it's weight loss, maybe they've already tried cutting calories and it just didn't work for them, right? Maybe they tried keto and it was like, I need some carbs in my life, right? Um, if you're in what other kind of industry? Maybe you're in finance, you know, you have some kind of financial education business, and people have tried saving money, you know, putting money to the side, um, you know, every single paycheck, but they want their money to grow and their money's not growing, right? So what have your has your ideal customer already tried? What are they secretly thinking but not saying? These are the things you want to define. You want to define what are they secretly thinking but not saying, right? For me, maybe you're that mom that's thinking, you know, I'm so grateful and thankful for my job, but I hate my job, you know, and I want to do something else. I want to be home with my babies, right? Or you're thinking, um, you know, I'm a stay at home mom and I'm super grateful. I'm super thankful to be able to do this, but I also want to have the money. I'm also a boss, right? I'm a mom, but I'm also a boss on the inside and I want to have my own business. I want to, you know, I'm tired of working for, no, I'm tired of, you know, just being a mom, like just being defined as just a mom, or, you know, you have other things that you want to do as well, right? You maybe you're a leader and you want to lead people. You can do all of that and still be a stay-at-home mom, right? Maybe you are that working mom and you're like, you know, I just want to be home with my babies. Shoot, I don't want to do this anymore, right? So anywho, what are they secretly thinking but not saying? And you would know that the easiest way to know who your ideal is customer is in all of these, be able to define all of these things, if you're serving someone who used to be you, right? So for me, I know what it's like to be both of those, the stay-at-home mom who wants additional income, who wants to contribute, who wants to earn an income while at home with my baby, and I know what it's like to be that working mom who wants to create additional income or replace that income, right? So I know what it's like, so I can define all of those easily. So I'm going to repeat real quick. And this is good information I'm sharing with you guys. I know people who are charging so much for this information, you guys, so much, but I'm here to bring it to you guys for free because this is my passion and what I'm passionate about. And I really want to help mommies to be able to have an income and the home life that they want, right? Because I believe that moms should be in the home. That's just my point of view. I feel like life is better when moms are in the home. They're able to pour into their children, raise their children, protect their children, and create humans that are great for our future, okay? So I'm going to go over it again. Get your pen and paper, write it down. If you want me to get a worksheet created for you, let me know and I'll do that as well. So, you want to define who is the person you're speaking to? Who is the person I'm speaking to? What stage are they in? What are they frustrated with right now? What are they have they tried already? What are they secretly thinking but not saying? Now this and that's what you want to define. This is about building message clarity. Okay? About building message clarity so your content builds trust and authority. Okay? That's what that is all about. So that's what we want to get real clear on, okay? So, what happens if you don't know who you're talking to? Let's talk about what happens if you don't know who it is that you're talking to. Your content stays generic. Very generic, right? Your authority feels weak, right? Because how can you have authority in something that you don't something that you don't know who exactly you're talking to, right? Your messaging doesn't convert. That's a huge thing. We want to make sure that our messaging converts. We want to know that when we are speaking to our ideal client, that they know, hey, dang, they're talking to me, right? This is, I need to get this, right? They're talking to me. You'll attract uh you won't attract the wrong people. No, oh, if you don't know who it is, you'll attract the wrong people, right? And you don't want to So let's get into it. And then you'll feel frustrated overall because you're attracting the wrong people. You'll feel frustrated because nothing's converting. I know that there was a time that I was in a business where I had a very low ticket product, and I was literally attracting people that I really didn't want to work with. I was attracting people in my messaging that didn't want to do the work. They wanted everything to be easy. They It was just like, I'm not here to convince you to change your life, right? So you want to talk to people who are ready. You want to work with people who are ready to do the work. They're ready to do to use your product. They're ready for what it is that you have. You shouldn't have to convince anybody of anything, and that is what we teach. When you go to recipetoprofits.com and download that Freedom Formula Blueprint, and then get into the launch pad, right? And into our community where we teach how to attract your ideal customer, your ideal clients, right? So that you're not out here chasing and trying to do all kind of things all day long and nothing's working, nothing's converting. There's a way to do everything, right? Okay, so here's what happens when you have clarity. When you have clarity, your content sharpens. It sharpens. Your confidence rises, right? When you know what you're doing, you're automatically more confident, right? Your authority strengthens. So you become known as an authority in that area with those people. And your buyers feel understood, right? So if your buyers feel understood, then they're going to buy because they're going to say, this person understands me. They know what I need. So let me go ahead and grab this thing that they're talking about, right? This product. Let me go ahead and become their client, right? So clarity creates buyers. Now, let's talk about how we should be thinking, okay? So in your messaging. So here's some good, this is golden, okay? So instead of saying I help people make money online, I said that for years. Right? Instead of saying something generic like that, right? Or I help people lose weight, right? Or I help people save money, or I help people become financially free. Like, those are very generic, right? So instead of I help people make money online, say something like this: I help overwhelmed moms in their 40s who feel financially stuck build automated income in 2 focused hours a day. You see that? Or let's say you're in weight loss. I help stressed out moms in their 40s to feel uh, who feel sluggish, and uncomfortable in their clothes, to lose weight so that they can fit into their bikini that they have in the closet, or they can fit into those old pair of jeans that they've been saying that they're going to get back into for years, right? So something like that. You want to be very clear on who you're talking about. So the difference between these 2 examples that I gave you, one is very generic and one is very clear, okay? So here's what I want you to do, you guys. If you've been with me this long, if you've been following and you're incorporating this into your online business, or you're joining me in Recipe to Profits, right? If you're getting started in Recipe to Profits, you've been joining me, or you've already started with Recipe to Profits and you've been following along so that you can get this information and increase your income or replace your income, I want you to create yours and put it in the comments, right? So create yours and put it in the comments. And I want to see what it is. Okay? So, I'm going to jump off of here because I definitely got things to do. And if you are ready, if you are that mom, that stay-at-home mom who wants to create an online income, online automated income in just a 2-hour workday, or you are that working mom who is ready to add more income to your household, or you want to replace your income, be home with your babies in just a 2-hour workday, then go to recipe2profits.com, download my Freedom Formula Blueprint so you can see exactly how moms are doing this. You'll get an email with that Freedom Formula Blueprint, and also learn about our launch pad to get you launched with your done for you digital product, your done for you marketing system, all the training, and be able to join our community of people who are making it happen. Okay, so you're definitely in this, and you guess what, you guys, 100% profit. So once you get into this is not something like network marketing where you get a percentage of your income. You get this done for you product, you pay for it one time, you're able to sell it over and over and over and over and over again for 100% profit. But guess what? You still get free training. You still get a free community to help you all along the way to ensure that you are successful in this. Okay. So, until next time, you guys, love you. Have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous rest of your day. I'm probably going to be back on here very shortly to give you day 5, okay? Because the weekend just passed. I love you. Peace.